My Gavan and Melanine, and well met indeed. I am Eric here, Garlajerthan, the head of the modding team behind Divide and Conquer, and welcome back to Divide and Conquer as we continue on as the remnants of Angmar, in a campaign that is continuously reminding me that numbers don't win matches. For, as you all recall, in the last episode, although, as someone in the comments did say, and apologies, I can't remember your name, I sent the wrong army to the wrong location, really. We should have sent the larger, more proficient army to Deep Hallow, and sent the smaller, less skilled army to Hobbiton. Because Deep Hallow lost. The elves proving that they can just go toe-to-toe with 1,000,000 orcs, they managed to beat us. So, we are in a position where we're trying to mop them up. However, we've been in something of a standoff with Thandraug for some time now in Gehuzanar, but we've snuck off to try and claim for Hamgathol while we get the chance. Because Erebor, as you may recall, have fallen. Apologies if you can hear the screams. That sounded terrific. My niece is outside and she's rather teary. Righty-ho, so... what shall we do? Ah, no, we have one saving grace, of course. Gorshag is on his way. The blue orc is on his way to whatever this region is called. Fëanor, which means Spirit Land, and the town is called something. It's funny because I named it. I can't for the life of me tell you what the name is. And in the east, of course, ever since the fall of Erebor, our campaign over here is done. This army is safe. In fact, this army should no longer be in this city because it's just killing our upkeep. So, we'll bring our leader back. Leave behind those 20 to take his place. And you can all come and split yourselves out amongst these forts. Get a bit more upkeep.
We have completed an objective.
Oh, wow. Gundabad can train Witch Realm Marauders and Witch Realm Pikemen. You could send some real strength out. Where's the nearest place that's going to do something like that? Fornost, I suppose. But Fornost doesn't like us enough. Oh, it's 46%. That's not too shabba-labba-ding-dong. And it needs to be 75% though. Yeah, that's going to be years before we get that. This is what I mean. I need to blur these edges better when I make building UIs myself. Also, they do the darkening line thing, which I do know how to do, actually, to make it appear darker at the top, steadily getting lighter to the bottom. I should probably start implementing that. Maybe I should redo some of the building UIs. Anyway, I believe we're at an end turn, so let us go ahead with that. And let us hope that nothing bad will happen. Now, to touch on what's happening on screen right at this moment, because White Bishop, one of our... yeah, go on then. White Bishop, one of our testers, and one of the more common game players on Discord, commented that bribery, whilst removed... oh, no, sorry, it was Melvin. It was Melvin, not White Bishop, sorry. Anyway, let me just cut to the point. Bribery has been removed, but what we cannot actually do is remove bribery. So in version 2, bribery is still an option. You can still get your diplomats to try it. And more to the point, the AI will constantly try to do it. I can't remove bribery as an idea, as a notion, as an ability from the game. That is not possible. But what I can do is I can make it so that the chance for bribery... Rohan have just died to Isengard. The chance for a successful bribe is now at 0%. So that's how I've done it. So bribery is can't be removed from the game, but it will never be successful. That's the way that I've managed to implement it so far. So the reason I'm saying this is because the AI will still try and bribe you, and you will have an almost never-ending line of diplomats trying to bribe somewhere. Or not a never-ending line, but if a diplomat gets his sights on one of your towns, then every single end turn you're going to get that animation of him bowing and asking if you, looking like he's going to talk to the town, and it's very annoying. But I can't get rid of that. Oh, hello, Mordor. What? What?
Is that what you want?
Well, let's toggle fog of war, because the world seems to be winning around us. So, Erebor have fallen to the might of Rune, who have defeated Dorwinion and Erebor. The Misty Mountains are on fire, and Anduin have 2 provinces remaining, and Dol Guldur owns Soma. The Woodland Realm has Bur Alge, and that is it. Dale has Thranduil's Halls, in a weird twist of events. Oh, that looks like the Misty Mountains might be at war with... no, they're not. But they're not allied to Rune either, so who knows what's going to happen there. Anduin also have Framsburg, which means they may well try it at Gundabad, actually. But Lothlorien are still alive, and they're having some diplomat issues around the town of Rochberg. Of course, Fangorn is alive, because no one ever attacks Fangorn. Isengard have just killed Rohan, yeah. Ah, no, Mordor has just killed Rohan. My god, Mordor. You insatiable beasts. Harad, though, are doing... Oh, of course, Harad was attacked by Khand. And Khand are absolutely annihilating Harad. I wonder if Umbar's actually joined in. No, they're just turtling around Umbar as they often do. So it doesn't really matter what we do at this point, basically. Because... Oh, of course, no, the Anduin will never die because they've got these two bloody regions here, haven't they? Which was my own doing. But we need to kill off the Northern Dúnedain, and that'll at least let Dunland start thinking about possibly attacking Linden a bit better, because at the minute they are not doing a good enough job, in my opinion. Oh, I shouldn't cheat. I'm looking at where we can go. I'm also rather hoping Enid Wythe might attack Linden. There's no changes in that front, are there? Linden are at war with Dunland, Misty, all evil nations, but not Enid Wythe. Enid Wythe are enemies with Isengard and allied with me. But Isengard will probably annihilate you now Rohan's gone. So Linden are like the last bastion of hope. Gondor is soon to die. Very soon to die. Dol Amroth's already gone. It's not looking good for the forces of good, is it? It's really not looking good. Anywho, let's turn that back off. We need to worry about... So we're not going to lose this campaign. That much is for trues. But we still have a slog to go before we win it. But it explains why Linden aren't going balls to the wall to try and reclaim Gehuzanar, because they just don't have the ability. They have too many threats. Ah, Harad have been reconciled. It wasn't Isengard. I thought it might have been Isengard. Right, let's... we don't really want Deep Hallow, to be honest, actually. But we should, mate. Like, because there's going to be... Linden are going to come from that way.
Get ready for fighting.
How far can you guys move? Oh, you can move to about there. I'll take almost all of you, to be honest. Leave behind 2 units of fellas. No, how many units have you got? All but 1.
My lord speaks highly.
So, we need to leave behind... a whole line. Which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 4 more. Leave behind those and those. Wargs aren't very useful in a town. And some marauders.
Come on! Get ready for fighting! Regroup, you louds!
You take on Deep Hallow. You go and... Oh, we have no gold. Nicky's almost dead, though. The son of our beach. Hopefully Mordor will stick around and we can take Keloniac down. Chieftain Meldir the Merciful. Ranger Captain Kellerfinthor the Just. Haldir the Scarred. Aravir the Honest. And Amandir the Unnamed. They've got some Arthedain men-at-arms. They've got some Cardellani archers. Dúnedain wardens. Nothing else really. Oh, they've got some catapults, I suppose. It'll be an interesting fight. We end the turn. So... It's the victory in this one is really coming close now. It's going to be just taking down Linden, which, as I'm sure you are all aware, the victory conditions I am imposing upon myself do not include the region requirement. Our goal in this campaign is to see Northern Dúnedain, Bree, and Linden defeated, and that's it. Once they are defeated, we will consider the campaign won.
It's a trap!
Harad's decline. They may be reconciled, but the Varhags are having none of it. Faction announcements. Lug Zag Her. Oh, one of those became Master Smith. Gehuzanar retrained and Garth Heligoth retrained its Snagar. Someone please assist me with the Dúnedain. I don't want to have to take them on my own. Although that is our best army. Far and away our best army. I should really start training troops, to be honest. But, I just don't have the energy.
Listen up!
The temptation is to get the troops from our capital and send them down. And I suppose with the combination of Gundabad there as well. Because obviously we can get some Witch Realm, we can get Guard. Yeah, let's build an elite army. How much money are we actually making? 6,000, that's not enough. Oh, I don't know, their upkeep is pitifully low. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18 with some wargs. And then 19 and 20 will be our overlord and another general. Probably the general who is currently in... Yeah, so you will bring the army that's going to come from Gundabad. You will bring the army that's going to come from Carn-dum. So we don't have any trolls, but we have an army of our best.
Pick your feet up. Objective complete. Get ready
which
for
should be able to
fighting.
deal with Linden.
Kill them all.
Oh, and you've left your garret, you idiots. You absolute buffoons. So, essentially they've abandoned Deep Hallow. And they offer it up to me. Stupid bastards. Another thing I'm reminded of on our channel. First of all, the channel, really am very grateful to every single one of you. Even those who have something that you dislike about me. Even those who totally dislike me. I'm still grateful to you all. Our channel is growing in success each and every day. And I have you all to thank for that. So thank you very much. But additionally, the faction overviews are actually really close to being done now. Like, really close to being done. And that's going to dick over my entire routine. What are we going to do now? So, well, what I will do is I'm going to just obviously complete the overviews as they are. Then I think, unfortunately, given the outrageous amount of changes, I will have to redo Bree and possibly Imladris if we've done changes to Imladris. But then there'll be like few and far between the kind of like redone faction overviews. Use of the word twice there purposefully. So I will complete the faction overviews, and then there'll be a couple that I will just have to redo totally, unfortunately, because Bree is now so different to the overview I posted earlier that it's just really outdated. I suppose actually I could just wait until version 2 comes out, couldn't I? That is a much better idea, because otherwise you're going to watch that overview and think, hold on, I don't have any of that in my game at the moment. And of course you won't, because it's all version 2 changes. Oh, if only you could actually level buildings, because look, none of those shots are getting through. Right, here's my thinking. Cheeky though it is. And as slow, this is going to be so slow, I apologise for that. But this is my very sneaky thinking. Do not, whatever happens, go through the centre of the city like idiots. Although we've absolutely ruined that building, haven't we? Brought it asunder. Tie the rope! Regroup, you louts. So that just leaves us in this little conundrum of what to do with absolutely no idea. I mean, I would, to be honest, love to do Shogun Total War 2. So I suppose I could use this as an opportunity to add another poll to this video and suggest, and to ask that. I wouldn't really want to do Attila. I wouldn't want to do Rome. I don't like those games enough. I enjoy Shogun enough. I could potentially do that. But then we would just have 5 campaigns. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that. It needs to be something different. I do plan to pick up the speed with the lore videos, because now that I've found this wonderful way of doing the research in my lunch break at work, I can not only make the videos way more accurate than they were in the past, which is good, but I can also do the bulk of work when I'm not at home, so it doesn't feel as much as each lore video genuinely used to take me like a half the day on a Saturday. And when your Saturday is your free day in the week, that's way too much time, which is why I push them so far, few and far between. But doing most of the bulk of the research at work gives me plenty of opportunity to do them more. So I will step up the lore videos a bit more. It's not going to be one every 2 weeks or anything. It will probably be one every sort of 3 weeks. But at the minute, they've been one every sort of 6 weeks. Sorry, do excuse me. I'm hiccuping like a mother trucker. Oh, I tell you what, that Q&A video showed me was the unbelievable amount of times that I still make the clicking noise, that noise, which has been dampened with this pop filter thing, which is good, but I still make the noise, I realised. And I quite frequently sort of speak so quickly that I run out of breath and I have to stop, like, do that noise because I'm just talking too quickly for my own bloody good. Alright, we're in. When you're in position, feel free to start raining death upon them. Oh no, don't go that way. We just set everyone up over there so that you get shot at. There you go, nice one. Look at the baluster. Slaughters elves like they don't even exist.
The enemy are badly bloodied.
Oh, I'll tell you what I can show you. Yeah, this is what the Sindar... this is what the Sindar guards used to look like. In that they used to be pikemen, but also this is what they visually used to look like. You can stop shooting now, please, because you are definitely going to hit one of us. Oh, and yeah, you guys, no. Everyone just stop doing what you're doing. Oh, our archers never even lined up properly. Bloody idiots. Right, while they're keeping them busy, get in there. Have you fired every arrow? No, you haven't. Shoot at them. Go on, one catapult shot. Right on them. That is all I ask. Oh, balls. No! Run away! Well, I've just killed most of my general's bodyguard, so we got off to a fine start. Oh, there's the shot. There's the shot. And now they're in range of the baluster. No, 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 no. Everyone stop again. There we are. Let's just get this over with.
Our men have taken control of the city.
It would take so long to kill him. That's why I wanted to make sure we had number superiority. They have just outrageous amount of hit points.
We will smash the enemy.
Part of the reason why these are no longer pikemen is because the Linden long spears should have always have been pikemen from the outset. So we made the Linden long spears pikemen, and we made the Sindar guards into what the Sindar were actually known for, which is axes. So that's the change there. I am just going to speed it up because it is just watching that guy die. Oh, and there he goes. So we finally won. We managed to only lose 72, and 37 of those were from our own catapult fire. Excellent. I absolutely love it when I massacre my own forces. So our video conundrum will just endure. If you have any ideas about things that you would want to see, I suppose I could always delve into things like top 10 lists in Divide and Conquer, or like the best cavalry unit, the best that unit, this unit, the other unit. So far I've always left those to Big Fellow because when I discovered him and that he was doing things like that, I really enjoy watching them. Likewise, a general changelog video I'm leaving to Melville and Weir Callan because, again, I like listening to him. I don't, as discussed in the Q&A, I don't like watching Let's Plays, so I'm keen to see them talk about DaC. I think that's why I like Spirit of the Law for Age of Empires so much, because he doesn't do gameplay videos that much. He does
send your emissary to
general
me.
Information videos, and those are the kind of videos I love, so... could you nip out here and build a tower for me? Because it's annoying me that I can't see that.
Objective complete. Is that what you want?
He's not doing out, is he? Right, we have 7 turns to Keloniac Falls, and I'd be foolish to speed up that. So that will just remain at 7 turns. These towns will never develop, but the trade that comes with these regions is very good. Because you will note that whilst the region itself in its income does show trade, the boost of having all of these resources is actually felt throughout your entire empire. So the Shire is very wealthy, but the Shire itself is not very wealthy because none of these towns can grow, so they don't bring you very much money. But what they bring to the rest of your realm and your realm's desirability as a trader state for other nations is very high. So that's why it's useful to have the Shire, because it will bring you money, but it might not directly bring you money. So, the Easterlings are trying to bribe Gundabad off of us. Well, I'm not surprised. They don't really have any enemies anymore, do they? It's just a tidal wave. This campaign has been an example of a situation where the good nations all do terribly. So Gondor can sometimes hold Mordor for a very long time. Indeed, sometimes Gondor will even beat Mordor. Dol Amroth sometimes, again, Dol Amroth will sometimes really do a number on Harad, and they won't go down for years. But other times they die in seconds. And this campaign has shown you the worst case scenario for the good nations. All of the good nations have capitulated in their respective combat arenas. Why are you building that or that? Neither of those are useful to me, please. I would like these to be training. That's what we're after here. So every good nation's the main arenas here, like Rovanion, which is Rune and Dol Guldur, Rohan, which obviously is Isengard, and Eriador, which is Angmar, really. And then, of course, Gondor. These are the 4 sort of key areas. And in all of these areas, evil have got the like, textbook victory set up. So the world is just losing out. Whereas at least normally at least one of the good nations somewhere will survive. Will just endure long enough. I use that word too much, don't I? But they will. They'll just go long enough.
Come on! Objective complete.
But not this time.
Pick your feet up. Objective complete.
Well, it's a shame to just sit around and do nothing. So if we leave behind the 24U because you've got nothing, and move on to that bridge. Oh, they don't like us very much, do they? How much room have you got? 3 units. I will take the Marauders, the Wargs, and a unit of the Fellas.
Get ready. We have completed.
And 1 unit of you can go to Deep Valley. Ah, and you can also now make your way back in as well. You'll be of use. The Linden army up at Gehuzanar has gone. I'm not sure what to make of that. Don't know if that's good or bad. Now, will the rebels up here attack us, do we think? I think there's a strong chance that they will. So, as Linden have disappeared for a short while, send our general up there. A town is far harder to bribe than a general. But there's and I just noticed there's a Linden diplomat standing behind our army. Oh, they've moved to Gehuzanar now. You also will not see very many diplomats in the game anymore because, obviously, in version 1.2, I restricted it so that diplomats were only available in 1 location. And you could only have 2 diplomats tops per nation. But, of course, the AI would just bribe other nations' diplomats. So they would start gaining loads of diplomats. And every diplomat that was bribed then meant that the nation that it came from could then recruit another diplomat. So they were just consistently ensuring that there were millions of diplomats by bribing them all and then letting that nation then retrain diplomats. Say diplomats more. Diplomats. So now that they can't bribe, you should only see the 2 diplomats per nation that I intended it to be. Additionally, allow me to apologise that I'm going to siege a lot of the towns out now. I'm not going to risk fighting against many of the towns that remain, because we need to ensure that our troops stay alive. And the best way to do that is not using them. So
no sleeping here.
Build me a watchtower before you head off into... Oh, there's a lot of them. Oh, there's a hell of a lot of them. Rillian the Fearless and Thorontur.
It will be an honor defeating you.
Bloody loads of the buggers. None of that army there is particularly good though. But I suppose if we took the 24 of them, go and stand on that bridge. Take the 24 of them, leave behind the Goblin Band there as well. No, why am I doing... I've done the same mistake there twice now. Goblin Band are better than... See, that army's now not too bad. We might be able to try and dent... How do you go down and join? You might get there in time, who knows. And you just stand on that bridge for now, because I don't want to risk it. There isn't any other crossing. The other way through is up through Tuin Goithad. And to do that, they've got to go through Dol Tinereb anyway. But they can cross there, of course, and hit us on the back. But Sackville has a huge... Oh, no. We've waited too long. We've waited too long. They've got Elder Inway. Also, I'm really actually coming around. This could be a huge upheaval in all that we know to be true. But I am coming around to the idea that maybe Linden should be gold and Imladris should be blue and silver. Because the army, the comment that's really started to make me think this, and it's a very simple change, but the comment that made me start to think this is that in the prologue to Balls, they just bribed Gohuzanar off of us. In the prologue to the Lord of the Rings Fellowship of the Ring, the army that you see there does come from Lindon. At the time of the War of the Last Alliance, then... this is where I can't remember off the top of my head if Imladris has been set up yet or if it is not. But either way, it's either very young or it doesn't even exist yet. I'm pretty sure that Imladris is set up after the fall of Sauron, the Last Alliance. I can't remember. I can't remember. Bugger. Anyway.
Orcs! No sleeping here!
That's got one turn left.
Get ready for fighting. Kill them all!
Well, that was easy, wasn't it? So anyway, the army in the prologue, which is what the Imladris army is based on, is the army from the prologue of the Fellowship of the Ring. That's not ready yet. Stand your ground there. So it kind of makes sense for Lindon to have the golden armor, because the army that Imladris' nation is based off of, that golden armor, is actually Lindon's armor at the battle in the film at the beginning. Additionally to this, the Smiths of Eregion have silver armor, and the Mithlond nobles, as we just saw from that image, have gold armor. So it would also link the two together, because of course, as I said in the video, the Mithlond nobles are very much the... Oh, hello. The Mithlond nobles are very much Lindon's elite unit, and Eregion Smiths are Imladris' elite unit. And so their armor would tie into their nation better. Additionally, as well, the third point on top of that, of course, I feel like I'm shouting now. The third point on top of that is, of course, that in the Hobbit movies, they go with silver armor for Imladris. So it just all ties in rather well, doesn't it? Retraining is such a fool's game. Something is giving us experience points to troops trained from somewhere, and it's that building in Gohuzanar, isn't it? Oh no, that's only there. Did we get a guild? I can't remember. Anyway, we've got one turn until Fahamgathol falls. One turn until he joins there. Hopefully Lindon will attack us. And if they don't, this next turn will be the last. Bree have come out to meet us on the field, so you will get a battle at the end. Tell you what, let's, just because I do bloody love a poll, let's bung a poll up. Some more of Bree's last attempts at life. And the poll is going to be, should Imladris have the silver armor and Lindon have the gold? Or should it remain as it currently is? Now, another reason, one of the biggest arguments for why Lindon have the blue and silver is because Lindon, of course, are a naval civilization, and blue is always synonymous with navy, because the sea is blue. So that's why it is as it currently is. And because of, remember that Lindon are a DaC feature. In the base Third Age, they are only the High Elves, and they have Lindon and Imladris. Let's use the croaky people to form the front line. You gentlemen go in that wing with them. You're not really troops, are you? We've got 29 archers, but they're not going to do anything. Just like we've got skirmishers that aren't going to do anything, so throw your skirmishing. Throw your skirmishing? That doesn't make sense. Right, you gentlemen are actually very good at just pushing the enemy line, so you guys go that way. Oh, we've got 11 wargs as well. And a general. And that's everyone. Sit on top of your hill. Let them come. So, I am going to post a poll. If you are uncertain how to answer a poll, the poll will actually have been up for the entire video, although you will not get the explanation until now. But if you're watching the video, and it should work on mobile, although someone said that it didn't, but if it doesn't, it doesn't. I'm not that fussed. I'm not fussed at all, in fact. In the top right-hand corner is a little eye symbol, a white circle, and if you click on that, then the poll will unfold before your very eyes. And you can then select. And the question will essentially be, who should have the gold armor, Imladris or Lindon? And I am starting to think that it should be Lindon who have the gold armor, but equally I've known Lindon with silver armor for so long that that'll be a difficult one to get my head around. But it's another one of those things where I'd like to get feedback from the community. And if almost all of you think that we've done it the wrong way around, then it's a perfect opportunity to change it. They are doing what I thought they might do, which is preparing for the fact that we were going to flank. Screw the archers in the back, I'm not bothered about that. Good charge. Why did the warg skirmishers just charge in? You're not a melee unit.
The battle is very much in our favour. Victory will be...
The enemy general's down, Captain Frodo. Oh, we've got routing units. Loads of routing units. Quickly catch them.
The enemy are badly bloodied. They have lost half their men.
Don't let them turn around. If you a unit, don't let anyone escape. No. If a unit is running away, but it's not 100% broken, so it's like thinking about returning to the fight, if it's being chased and being cut down at that exact moment, it will not return to the fight. So the absolute best way to ensure that a unit will remain routed is to hunt it down. Oh, there's a load of Watchman Axe Guard that we can get. I'm not too fussed about the farmhands, but that was a phenomenal victory. And another key example of why you should always lead armies with generals. But wargs are just useless at mopping up troops, aren't they? And it's over. The greatest victory in Angmar's history. Look at them. Come at me, lads. You ain't getting along this road. Not on your life, sunshine. 330 orcs were to die today, but they paid well. 67 kills, warg skirmishers of all things. There were 20 of you. Well done. Well bloody done indeed. Now, as I say, if no one else attacks us, or even if anyone else attacks us, to be honest, that will conclude the episode. So, let's first of all just finish what we're doing before I start saying goodbye to things. It's almost a little sad. I don't like playing as evil nations, and as mock me for this as much as you will, and partly it's because I don't like the idea of enslaving the whole world. I just know Sauron, if he did get his way, it would be that image that you see when Frodo looks in the Palantir, not the Palantir, when he looks in the Mirror of Galadriel in the movie. They do that kind of scene of the Shire in chains. And think of that, but on a global scale and 10 times worse, and you've got what would really happen. And it just doesn't bear thinking of. I'm not going to fight that battle, because look at those stats. Why Gror even fought that is totally beyond me. What is for Hamcathor? A castle, we can't upgrade it, so we don't want people there. People create problems. Oh, come off it! Bloody Linden. Also, this campaign really is coming to a close if Dunland are besieging Lond Arthuran. If that's the kind of situation we actually are already at. And it's not long now.
Get ready for attack! We've destroyed the enemy!
Leave behind the Snagger and one unit of fellas.
Pick your feet up! Objective complete!
This is why bribery to be gone would be delightful. So, I'll finish off the few bits and bobs that we're up to.
Listen up!
Oh, Dunlending has blocked the way.
No sleeping here!
I feel like we should press, but I don't think we've actually got enough to take it if they rise out. Also, we will be standing on that bridge for some time, probably until the elite army arrives, because there's no way on God's green earth I'm going to be able to hold that. What actually just got retrained? Oh, experience. Look, they just got experience. But where? What from? Nothing from that. Drill square doesn't give anything. The Leather Tanner, they come trained with armor. You don't have to retrain a unit that's trained. So, whereas if a description will say adds 1 experience to units trained in this settlement, that's not true. It will add 1 experience to units retrained in that settlement. However, a blacksmith works as it's intended to, and they will come out with 1 level of blacksmithing. That army is going to get some action in the next video as well. But that will end this one here, because today, unfortunately, I've got to record 2 episodes, so I might not be as sprightly in tomorrow's Gondor episode, because I recorded it immediately after I saved this. But that will conclude Angmar, and we really are closing in now. I can't imagine we've got more than a couple of weeks maybe left with this. For the Dunedain will die in the next episode. They are strong, but even what they have there is not going to stop his army. So the Dunedain are almost gone, and we just have to wait for the elites to arrive to finish Linden. And Dunland are also helping with Linden, so... Now, of course, Dunland doesn't stand a chance in the same way that we don't, but together, the numbers we can all throw at it will really help. And of course, Fahamgathol is now ours as well, and soon we will retake Thorin's Halls, and soon we will be able to repay the memory of our great leader who died, apparently we've become North Korea, who died outside of Mittelland all those years ago. For we are now in 3019 of the Third Age, which is the very year that the War of the Ring actually happens. So this is what happens if Frodo got captured. There you go, this is captured Frodo. Although Pelagi is holding on, which is nice. But anyway, I will end it there. So thank you very much for watching, if indeed you have. I'm Arake Galadirthan, and until we speak again, dearest friends, Navar Naden Pedamad Melunin, and farewell.